I'm really sorry if you can hear my air conditioning, but it is 102 degrees outside. I am living in SoCal and I cannot take it anymore. Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I want to do something kind of quick, but kind of a new series, maybe, perhaps, if you guys like it. I want to do unboxing videos, but specifically, I want to do Book of the Month unboxing videos. So I subscribed to Book of the Month, I want to say maybe in January, I think, or December. I think January. Book of the Month is a subscription box that you can get for $14 a month, and they give you, the company and they're like editors and everyone, they give you 5 options to choose from. So they can range from thrillers to contemporaries to romances to sometimes young adults. And I was intrigued because you can also buy their previous choices for like $10. I was also intrigued because all of their books are hardcovers. So let's say one of the books that I was really interested in was like the guest list, right? In Target, the hardcover is what, like $20? But in Book of the Month, if I choose it as an add-on, it's only $10 for a hardcover, which I prefer. So I was like, I'm hooked. I need this subscription box now. So I subscribed and I've been, I think for 6 months, I want to say. So yeah, maybe like February, I want to say. I kind of want to start doing that every month because now I'm starting not only to get my Book of the Month, but I also always get 2 add-ons. So I really want to do that, and then I'll show you some of my previous choices to show you guys. I don't know what the hell that noise is. Excuse me, sir. It is like 3 p.m. So without further ado, let's open my box. I actually don't even remember what I chose. I just remember one for sure. I don't know what my add-ons were. Oh my god. Okay, so they also give you bookmarks. Like 1 free bookmark, and this week's, oh my god, wait. And this one is like a little cloud. It says, I'd rather be reading. And a little cloud. That's cute. Or a thought bubble. So these are my books. That's so funny because one of them, the guest list. That's so funny. I thought I got it already. So I got Mexican Gothic. That was my Book of the Month. That's Mexican Gothic by Silvia Moreno Garcia. Love that already. I had to choose it. I was like, yes. Latina book, kind of thriller slash horror set in Mexico. That's all I need. That's all I need. Say no more. Say no more. Then I got Lucy Foley's The Guest List and Emily Henry's Beach Read. So I really didn't open this. I was waiting for the on-screen reveal. Oh my god. Words have failed me today. It's white. It's usually blue. Oh my god, that's so cute. That is so cute. These are my books. Look at how pretty they are. Like, I love hardcovers so much. I love hardcovers so much. These are my 2 add-ons. Very different, as you can tell. So let's start with Beach Read. Okay, so this is kind of like strangers to frenemies. I always try to say enemies lightly because enemies for me is like Jude and Cardan from The Folk of the Air, like I will kill you enemies, not really like, okay, I hate you. So it's like a strong dislike. So we have our 2 characters, Augustus and January. Augustus writes acclaimed literary fiction, and January, she writes romance novels. So the only thing they have in common really is the fact that they're neighbors, because they both have beach houses, and they are in a writer's block. So one night they realize that, oh, we can help each other. So they strike this deal that January will pen the next great American novel and Augustus will write only happy things. But as they're, I think, communicating and learning from each other and talking to each other and, you know, going on these adventures, they end up, I think, falling in love or something. So, I mean, it's cool because it's kind of like an opposites attract kind of thing. And I've heard mixed reviews. I know some people say it takes a while to get into it. I know some people love it right from the beginning. And I know some people literally love it and then hate it at the very end. So I am very, very intrigued to read this. Kind of on a romance kick right now, and you guys will find out why soon. This is the one that I was really, really, really excited for. So this was the April book of the month pick, right? And I chose something else. I forgot what. And I kind of regret not choosing this after, because it was kind of like the Sundown Motel thing for me. I just thought this was so cool. I read the premise. I heard so many people talking about this, and I was like, oh my god, like shoot. So that I had to wait for the add-on, but I mean, better late than never. So this is kind of a murder mystery thriller. So what I know of, I don't even have to read it because I did a lot of research on this. There is a wedding going on in this not desert island, it's an island, and there's a wedding on it, and they have the wedding party, they have their friends, they have the family, they have the bride and groom, and then a body is found. And so it's kind of like a whodunit, Knives Out, Clue / murder mystery, Agatha Christie style. So I've heard this is kind of a fun murder mystery, kind of lighthearted, but at the same time it's like very like, I think there's a lot of great characters as well. So yeah, so I'm really excited to read this just because I've heard a lot of people talk about this. Like, I know Meg from Meg with Books is obsessed with this book. And I've heard, I think a lot of my book Twitter mutuals, they have this on their to be read like bookshelf on Goodreads, but they haven't actually picked it up, but I know they're excited for it as well. So I think I might read this one first. No, I need to read Mexican Gothic first. But yeah, so I'm really excited for this one. I mean, look at how creepy it looks too. Oh, so like I said, this was like $20 in Target, and then I got it for $10, and it's a hardcover. It's like exactly the same. I don't know how Book of the Month does it, but low-key, I really, really, really hope they don't figure out that we're scamming them. So there was 5 choices to pick from, and I chose Mexican Gothic. I will put the 5 choices here. I think there was like The Shadows. There was a romance, I think, contemporary, nonfiction. I don't know. I read them all. I did like The Shadows though. That one I did add to my TBR list just because it looked very interesting. And then I ended up with Mexican Gothic. And this is the one I'm super, super, super excited for. Okay, this is called Mexican Gothic, like I said, from Sylvia Moreno Garcia. Oh my god, look at that cover. It is so like, oh. So basically, from what I gather, we have our main character, Noemi, and she receives this frantic letter from her cousin. So she heads to the countryside in Mexico, and there she finds out that the house and her cousins, like in-laws, they're very like shady, they're very like spooky, and she has an unlikely ally, I think, with one of either her nephews or like the in-laws' nephews, something like that. But I know people say that this is very like it's a horror, it's Gothic, and I think that's so cool just because one, I don't think I've ever found something like this, like a Latin Gothic / horror book, and I'm so upset about this. Wait a minute. And I actually don't think I've heard, like, I've seen other authors and like actual professional critics rave about this, but I don't think I've actually seen like book Twitter or booktube talk about this, which I'm kind of sad about. But I hope that it just means that they're waiting to buy it, just because I really, 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 really want this to get the hype that it deserves. And I mean, like I said, we need to support our women authors, our people of color authors. I'm really excited to read this. You know, I'm a baby when it comes to horror, I'm a baby when it comes to thriller, but I will suck it up and read this for you, Sylvia Moreno Garcia. For you. And then just really quickly, I want to talk about some other books that I got. I got the Red Scrolls of Magic, like I said I would. This was their May 2019, but I picked it up because Book of the Month was doing this thing where they promoted their LGBTQ books for Pride Month. And then I got Red, White, and Royal Blue. So there's a story behind this. I actually got this, I think like earlier this year in paperback. I didn't know that it came in hardcover. And then when I saw it on Book of the Month, like a couple like months back, I got so upset. I was like, oh my god, I would have so just like waited for Book of the Month, like for my next Book of the Month, and gotten it. And so I got it. And so now I have 2 copies of it. But look at how pretty it is. It's so pretty. And now it is in hardcover. And now it fits perfectly on my shelf. I am waiting to read this because I know this is one of the last, I think, one of the last, if not the last, book I'm going to obsess over, hyperfixate on, project onto. These characters will become mine. I will probably, most likely, end up bringing either Henry or Alex or both of them into my heart. I know that it's gonna be my next Raven Cycle, All for the Game, Six of Crows, the Book of the Year. I know it. I know it's gonna be the next one. So I'm waiting for it, just because you don't find those kind of books all the time. So I'm beyond excited to read this. Beyond excited. And I'm just waiting for it for the right time. I got Circe from them. Yeah, I've gotten a lot of books from Book of the Month. I got Normal People from them, The Sundown Motel, The Two Lives of Lydia Bird. Highly recommend this if you love romances, like just honest to God romances. I think you'll love this. The Holdout, Circe. I got another book. I don't know where it is. So yeah, so I just really wanted to talk to you guys about my Book of the Month. I got Beach Reads, yes. I got The Guest List, and I got Mexican Gothic. All good books, all books that I think you guys should definitely check out. I think I like zoomed through it, but it's pretty much, I didn't want to, thing I'm learning about myself, and I kind of reinforced the idea last night when I read this 5-star book that I will talk about later in a very, very, very upcoming video, was that I need to just not look up spoilers. Because remember I said that I love looking up spoilers? I adore looking up spoilers, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on Twitter, whether I'm looking them up to see if this person dies, if this person ends up with this person. But I realized when I was reading the book last night that I love not knowing who that person's gonna end up with. And at the very end, I'm just like, oh my God. So I'm kind of doing this thing where I read the dust jacket, maybe read Goodreads, maybe, but I usually just read the dust jacket and that's it for me. So I'm kind of learning how to be surprised, which is very hard for me. So I hope you guys like this very, very short video. And let me know if you guys want to see more of my unboxing, because like I said, I get them every month, usually 3 books, most likely 3 books. And also let me know what you guys got in your box this month. I love, as you guys know, taking recommendations from people. 99% of my books are what others recommended to me. I'm just putting that out there. So if you guys tell me that a book is good, I will 99% sure add it to my TBR list. So let me know what books you got, if you guys liked your books, and don't forget to have a good weekend. Okay, stay safe and go read your favorite book for me.